This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. I'd like to thank Steve Aldersley, Andreas Glacial, Ray Schuster, Andrew Graff, at HawkRoVideo69 on Twitter, Andrew Corbin, Ben Loden, Dan Navarro, Ed Summers, Identitech, Kurt David, Mark Ventura, M. DeBelli, Music Addict Richard, Will E. B. Jabber, David Mannion, James Hanley, Livitz, and Sam Gabshak for sponsoring this video, supporting me and my family, the channel. I appreciate it immensely, and I hope you all enjoy this video. Cheers, everyone. Welcome. It's 2023. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you're doing well. I will be releasing a channel update video kind of soon. So if that's not out yet, by the time this video comes up, keep an eye out for it. If you've already seen it, then you kind of know what's going on. But I'm feeling good to finally be back in the swing of doing another album reaction. Took kind of an extra week off at the end of December. I was very sick for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm still kind of sick, and we had family in for Christmas. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna take an extra week here and just start back up in January proper. And that's what we're doing today. We're continuing forward with our R.E.M. binge. Very excited to keep trucking on this one. I like what I've been hearing so far. Now, I have not recorded any follow-ups for a while. I'll probably be doing that in the week after this video comes out, in my off week, because I still have to record follow-ups for Fables, the Fishman's albums, as well as Ocean Rain is the other one too. So I'll probably be recording follow-ups for all those quite soon. So I haven't given my thoughts on Fables yet. I'm just gonna hold off for now. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna keep my lips sealed until the follow up. Okay. So we're continuing on with the 86 album this time from R.E.M. Very eager to get to this one because I really enjoyed Fall on Me, which I had heard in the top 10 singles streams. Sorry, my voice. I apologize. I'm very eager to get to this one. For those who don't know, I do unedited reactions at my Patreon, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. For $5 a month, you can get access to unedited reactions from Modest Mouse going forward. That is April of 2021 when I started doing these unedited reactions. And that amounts to over 50 albums at this point. And if you don't want to jump in at the $5 level, just $1 a month gets you access to voting in polls that we do every 2 to 4 albums of an artist's discography binge. Just kind of helps break up the monotony a little bit, and we inject a poll of 4 kind of random miscellaneous albums chosen by either myself or the people on my Discord. And all you need is $1 a month to be able to vote in those, and that also helps support the channel. So if you want to support the channel, that'd be the place to do it. Also, NordVPN, affiliate link in the description. If you are in need of a VPN, which is very helpful these days in the modern era, the year of our Lord 2023. Encrypt your data, access content from other countries, great speeds, great prices, one of the best priced VPNs on the market. I've been using them for years, and they reached out, wanted to know if I wanted to be an affiliate. I'm like, sure. So check out the link in the description for that. Lice Rich Pageant. Wow, great. They still hate apostrophes. I can't believe the apostrophe discrimination going on with R.E.M. Not a fan. Yeah, so this is 86. Very small, tight album here at about 37-38 minutes long. Produced by Don Gehman, the only one that they did with him. And because Fables was done in England, right? This they did in Indiana, looks like. Recorded over the course of a month or two. Yeah, I know that they kind of moved away from the more mysterious sound at this point, and we're kind of this is sort of going into the R.E.M. that most people know from the outside, is that kind of college rock, sound that really sets the staple for alt rock and a little bit of grunge going forward. Just a much more direct, straightforward sound. And like I said, I've heard Fall on Me, which I always link in the comments down below the other reactions I've done of a band. So you can find all my R.E.M. stuff down below. And a Fall on Me is linked down there. I did a reaction to that. Super great, straightforward, jangly rock song. And yeah, like I said, just like that's the R.E.M that I knew growing up, just kind of from the outside looking in, because I was never super into them. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say here. We have 12 tracks. We have the dinner side, 6 tracks, and the supper side, 6 tracks. Yeah, so I've heard Fall on Me. I I have predictions of which ones I will enjoy. Let me pull them up here real quick. So obviously Fall on Me I did enjoy. And then we have, let's see here. We're gonna find it. Where is it? Flowers of Guatemala, Swan Swan H, and Cuyahoga. Cuyahoga, how do you say that? Those are the 3 picks. So we'll see how it goes. So let us begin with Begin the Begin. Cool. I like what's going on. This is how do I put this? Okay, one thing I will say about Fables, the thing that I kind of realized is certain elements of Reckoning and Fables mixed together makes the strengths of Reckoning and the strengths of Fables put together kind of creates the strengths of Murmur, in my opinion, because I think Reckoning has more melodic strength than Fables does as a whole, and Fables has more tone and obscurity and mysteriousness to it than Reckoning does. Reckoning's more straightforward. And when you put those 2 elements together, you have Murmur, which is equal parts great in its tone and atmosphere and equal parts great in how catchy and melodic it is. And then Reckoning and Fables each kind of have their own pros and cons in those ways. And here you can tell that they're sort of stripping that away and going for a much more direct approach. But I really enjoyed the Begin. I liked the more like power poppy hard rock kind of riff to it. Had some nice texture to it. Well written, well composed, dynamic. It's interesting how a lot of what was on Murmur is gone by this point, but you can still definitely feel the strengths of this band being showcased well, just in a different manner. It's a natural evolution. Let me put it that way, if that makes sense. Okay, next track, These Days. Let's keep going. Decent. a little again, like interesting phrasing as far as like guitar playing goes. Melodically not as strong as Begin the Begin, I think. The first track is a bit superior. You can definitely tell that they're getting like a little more political here as well, which is, I don't know, whatever. I mean, you want to do that, fine, but it's like I've never really enjoyed political music, even if it like agrees with my worldviews. It's just a little distracting. That's not really why I go to music, but it's just something that I'll just kind of ignore in general. Um, Not too bad. Again, like I enjoy the direction that the guitar playing is going on this album so far. So, next one, Fall on Me. Let's listen again. Great track. Don't fall on him. Don't do it. The thing I really appreciate about that track is the simplicity of like the chorus as far as like the chord progression goes. Um, it showcases their ability, and they were able to do this on Murmur, like especially on something like Pilgrimage, where it's not even that like the guitar part is like complicated. It's just like the chords are nice, and Stipe's vocal melody over it is just, it fits, it locks into place so well, and it's just super easy to get like locked into the groove of the song. They were so good at that on Murmur, and they achieve it on songs like Fall on Me, and then like various ones on the previous two albums as well. Just a solid track. All right, Cuyahoga. I don't know how to say it. I'm going to say it like 50 different ways. So this is allegedly one of the tracks that I will enjoy. Primarily written by Mike and Bill, so that's cool. Mike Mills is the secret sauce, as you all know. Let's check it out. Father tried, erased the parts you didn't like. This is where we walked. This is where we swam. Gathered up our friends. Bank, quarry, river swim. This is where they walk, swam, hunted down. Pages saved in face, secured in faith, buried bird is the land of ours. This river runs red over it. Not bad. Not bad. It definitely it feels like a it definitely has like some elements of Fall on Me, especially in the chorus, but it also reminds me a bit of some stuff on Fables. Oh gosh, what is Green Grow the Rushes a little bit, maybe an ounce of Driver 8 in there as well. Um, I feel like when they're, making these kinds of songs about the environment and whatnot, they kind of, I wouldn't say sound the same, but they have a certain vibe to them. And I definitely got that from this one. Not a bad track. Not a bad track. I think I might like Begin the Begin a tad more. than Cuyahoga. Thank you for saying it in the song, by the way, so now I know how to say it. But it's still a good track, so cool. Hyena. Not too bad. I might like it a bit more than These Days, but I've noticed that like moving away from Murmur, a lot of their verses kind of sound samey, and their choruses half of the time just are kind of there and like don't have a ton of melodic prowess to them. On the album tracks, I should say. Usually the singles are much more strong. That one was okay. That was all right. Let's close out the dinner side with Underneath the Bunker. You can't just pull the rug out on me like that, man. That's not fair. You're just like, hey, let's do like some kind of like salsa samba thing out of nowhere just to keep them on their toes. But hey, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Anyway, all right, that was fine. That's fine. So now supper side, we switch. Flowers of Guatemala. I'm predicted to like it. Let's check it out. Not bad. Not bad. I like the soft guitar arpeggio. Um, Still doesn't have like the melodic strength completely, but it's a very pleasant, approachable song. Certainly a good like B side of an album kind of track as well. So far, Cuyahoga, Flowers of Guatemala, I do like them. Don't know if they're my favorites yet, but we'll see how it all lands. I Believe. Oh, now I just want to listen to the Slow Dive song. Man, here we go.
What you want and what you need. There's a key. I need my shirt is where perfect is a fault lines change.
Hold on. I'm ill. Um, I can see how this is definitely like breaking out into their more accessible stuff. Um, I liked that in some ways. There's something about like the tightness of the first half where the songs are like a lot of them are, or at least half of them are like 3-ish minutes and under. This side feels like it's getting a little bit more like not meandering, but it's letting itself kind of breathe a little bit more. Um, yeah, I mean, like I swear I'm not going to keep doing this, but like the melodic prowess of Murmur just isn't as strong anymore. And a lot of the album tracks are like just okay to me. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say. I mean, it's super straightforward stuff. It's there's not a whole lot to dissect about it or anything. Um, I believe it was an okay track. How about that? What if we give it away? Give it all away now?
Outside, underneath the wall. Overlooking, couldn't follow, couldn't. What if we get here's the trailer song.
Not bad. I kind of like that one actually. Decent, like interesting guitar line in the verses. Simple chorus, but it's just had a little bit more dynamicism than some of the other tracks. I think, as far as like musicality goes. Um, Not bad, not bad. All right, 3 tracks left, everyone. Plugging on through this thing. It's been solid so far. There's only been maybe like a couple tracks. I would say These Days and Hyena have been the only ones where I've been like, I don't really feel up to like eager to listen to those again. But for the most part, all of these have been like good. Begin the Begin and Fall on Me were quite nice. Um, Flowers of Guatemala as well. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep up. And What If We Give It Away was decent as well. Ah, just a touch.
Don't you remember the sun's path? Radio, you follow us out. Already in the sea. You set the pace. Was it kind of hard to touch? Looked in your days, how long can this last?
Well, damn. That was kind of crazy. Um, one of those classic cases of like not my kind of song, but I had a lot of fun listening to it. And my Mike was just going crazy. Chill, Stipe. Calm down. The instrumental was a lot of fun too. I gotta commend it for that. All right, let's keep going. Swan Swan H. This is the last one that I was predicted to like. Let's see what we got.
Swan, swan, keep Boris cross. Swan, swan, hummingbird. Johnny Reb, what's the price of fans? 40 air chains. Here's you wooden greenback sing. Wooden mine, price of heat? Some bone chains and toothpicks. Night we.
Interesting. I liked it. I like when they lean on like the folk and the country angles. They tend to, like Wendell G from the last album was one of my favorites off of the album, and like they really shine in the simplicity of those kinds of genres. It's really pleasant. Cool. And I also like the kind of dark aspect of that as well. One track left, everyone, and then we are done with Life's Rich Pageant. Superman. This is a cover. And there it is. Life's Rich Pageant. That was like super indicative of how like alt rock was going to sound in the 90s, I feel. Like especially the more like softer, approachable stuff. I call, I don't know why, like certain tracks that I think of, like Closing Time and various other ones, always, I call it like Friends core. People who enjoyed watching Friends back in the day, you know, and would go and hang out at coffee shops and got bagels and drink Snapple and stuff like that, which was basically my older siblings, is kind of the lens through which I viewed all that stuff. Like that more radio friendly alt rock in the 90s, like this track Superman, like that's the blueprint, man, right there. That was a pleasant little way to end the album, though. Nice little kind of poppy single. I wonder what the original track sounds like. I'm curious now, because that's like a, what was it, a 60s song? Let me look. 69. Yeah, it was more of like a sunshine pop kind of band, The Click, I think. But cool. Okay. There it is. Life's Rich Pageant. On a whole, I think I enjoy it a little bit more than Fables. It might be on par with Reckoning. I can't tell. They're kind of close. They're kind of close. They all have strengths and weaknesses. Like Murmur is such like a monolith of music, and then everything since then has been like good and bad and good and bad and good and bad. I shouldn't say bad, but it's like it's a little harder to parse. It's like I thought I had my compass set with Murmur, and then everything's just kind of been like not the same since. Yeah, I would say these days Hyena and maybe I Believe were my least favorites. Just a Touch was fun, but not really to my taste. Begin the Begin, Fall on Me, Cuyahoga. I can't. I've already forgotten. Flowers. What If We Give It Away, and Superman are probably, and Swan Swan H. It's another one of those albums that's just very solid front to back. Like everything is going to be like 3.5s out of 5 kind of a thing, you know, with the occasional 4 or 4.5. But this was decent. This was decent. I'm curious to see how this is going to shift into Document, as far as tone goes and sound. Because the only thing I've heard on Document is It's the End of the World as We Know It. I don't think I've heard anything else on there. So is this one very similar to Document? I don't know. Then going into Green, they lean into a more like neo-psych Arena as well. Has Stand and Orange Crush on it. I don't know, guys. But Life's Rich Pageant, pretty decent. I'll have to kind of listen to some of these a little bit more. I think they'll kind of slot into place. It's very tonally consistent as an album as well, which is something that Fables didn't quite have. Fables was a little messy tonally in some places. And this one, like, it had some weird moments, like Underneath the Bunker and Just a Touch, but for the most part, it was cohesive. I could see this one being well received at the time too. Like, this is a decent album for 86 as far as like poppy alt rock goes. So it makes complete sense that it did well, I think. But Life's Rich Pageant, done. Excellent. Eager to get on to Document next. Okay, everyone. That is it. That is it. We've done it. We've done another album. It is finished. I don't think I have anything else to add real quick, so I'll just get to my plugs, which is the Patreon, of course, yet again, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Like I said, $5 a month, access to unedited reactions, $1 a month, access to voting in polls. If you want to support the channel and my efforts, go there and give me your hard-earned money, because I make videos. It makes sense. Also got to plug the Discord, link in the description for that. Got like 175-ish members over there. Music discussion, recommendations, Topster charts, memes, controversial topics. It's all there. We all have a nice gay old time, as they used to say. And as I still say. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Hope you're all doing well. Hope the new year is treating you well. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to add. Like I said, keep an eye out for, if you're watching this live as it comes out on Saturday, keep an eye out for those follow-ups. They will be hopefully coming out in the next week or so. And yeah, I'm just eager to keep trucking on with this band. I'm enjoying my time with them. And even though, like, I feel like I haven't been saying a lot of positive stuff, and in a lot of ways I'm kind of wrestling with a lot of these songs. But I think after all the dust has settled, I'll kind of, because Murmur is such a terrible, like, even like Chronic Town, honestly. Having Chronic Town first and then Murmur and then everything else, it's been like, my calibrations have been all over the place as far as like trying to pin down this band. And I also like feel the occasional pressure to like be like, I know you guys like the album and the albums and the music, but I don't want to like admit that I'm struggling with the music. I don't know. You guys know how it is, but I'm being honest. I'm being completely honest with how I feel. That's the whole reason that I'm doing these videos, right? But all in all, R.E.M. has been very pleasant so far, and I'm eager to keep going with Documents. So that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, hope you're all well, and I will catch you around. Until next time, Godspeed.